So, and then we'll just briefly talk about radon. How do you guys understand what radon is? Do you have any idea? So, radon's actually the second leading cause of lung cancer behind cigarette smoking. So it actually comes out of the soil and it can work its way into the home just through little cracks and crevices. And if you spend any time in the basement, you can end up breathing this in. And it's actually radioactive, so it will do nuclear physics stuff where it like breaks down and hits your DNA with particles and causes cancer. So the only way you know about this, or like know your radon levels, is to test it. So if you spend any time in your basement, I highly recommend testing it. Because there's times I've done inspections and I got the radon test back, and I was like, I can't believe I was spending time in that basement with radon levels that high. You have no idea.
How long does the test take?
It could be like 48 hours. So if you're doing a real estate transaction, you just have to use a licensed person to do the test. But let's say you already own the home, you just want to know your radon levels. You could go on Amazon, you could go to Home Depot, you can get a radon test. They even make these monitors now that you can just plug into the wall, and it'll give you an instant reading what your radon level is like that minute. But
Is
if
it
it's
safe to do it yourself, or is it like better to?
I mean, you can do it yourself with one of those kits from Home Depot, uh, but sometimes it can be hard to read the results, especially if you get one of the ones that plugs into the wall, because the radon levels are fluctuating all the time. So the test kind of gives you an average radon level for the whole, for a period over time. Because sometimes you might see a spike if it starts raining or there's like a lot of wind, it might go up, and then you don't want to like freak out. But
How does radon get into the?
it's already there. So believe it or not, there's like uranium in the soil. And so it starts out as uranium, very small bits of uranium, and eventually it goes through this process where it breaks down, turns into radon, which is a gas, and then that floats out of the soil. And then it just gets sucked right into the home.